Hi everybody, Sadie here at the Fierce Club in New York City, the studio I own with Shannon Connell. I'm here in my office today and I just thought to tell you, as I'm doing a series on wrist health right now, about the handy dandy magical wrist clear. So there are a lot of stretches for the wrist that I see a lot of students and teachers using. Stretching here is great, stretching back the other way is great, circling the wrists are great. But what you really want to do most of all for the wrist is to release compression in the bones. So you have a ton of wrist bones in here, like a bracelet of bones moving around all the time. And they can easily get compressed when we press the hands into the mat, like in plank poses, dog, arm balances. And so these are great, but what they also do besides stretching the muscles and the connective tissue of your body, your wrists, is to provide more compression because you're pressing down on those wrists as well as stretching. So it's fine to stretch, but the last thing you should always do is what I call the wrist clear. So the wrist clear is taking one hand around the other wrist, and the hand you're working on just stays kind of limp and passive. You want to circle the bones of the wrist, bump right up into the hand with your working hand, and then squeeze. So you want to squeeze and kind of just massage, trying to get the hand a little farther away from the arm bones. So when we were kids, we used to take dandelions and pop their heads off, and that's always what this reminds me of, strangely. But it's a good analogy, I guess. So you can pretend this is the head of a flower and you're really trying to press it up and off the stem. We don't want the hand to move off, but we do want to create some nice space here and relieve any compression. And you'll be surprised in your practice, after your arm balancings, after any poses that are wrist compressive, or anytime you feel like you just might need a little clear, or if you feel pain in the wrist especially, stop what you're doing and take the wrist clear in each hand. Just really massage around, kind of move those arm bones as well as the wrist releases. And you might hear a little Rice Krispie snap, crackle, pop. You don't want to force it too hard, but you want to give it a pretty active squeeze on each side. And you can do that multiple times during your practice. If you type on a keyboard all day long, great to release that and make some space as well there. So anytime you need it, I'll be walking down the street in New York and standing at the stop sign. I'll just do a quick little clear. It feels great. Good to remove all those blockages in the wrists and the hands and let them be free to play so that you can do your crow poses and handstands as much as you want, pain-free. I hope you enjoy that and use it to your advantage. Have a great day. Namaste. Nice clear wrists.